crushing Madonna.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark summer movies.
Hey, it's Panda, and I like Hallmark summer movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark summer movies. And this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Yes, it is. Hello, everybody.
man.
I don't know about you boys, but we're back in the studio this week, and I feel like I got a little spring in my step.
Pep in your step.
Is that pep?
Pep in my step. Yeah, we were in Nashville last week.
Yeah.
That was a blur of a week, wasn't it?
It was a
gentlemen?
great time.
I don't even remember
It
it.
was a good time. It was
We
a good
ate
time.
a lot of
did it.
food.
We ate
I'll
good
say
food.
that. We ate a lot of food. We woke up early, so early.
Slept on a couch.
We took naps.
That's
Yeah.
on you. I offered to share a bed
yeah.
multiple times.
It's a queen.
It's a queen.
It goes
Don't share
against
a
my
queen bed.
contract.
That's it's a lot.
Now, if you would have offered to sleep on the couch, that would have been something that I would give
That
you
would have
your
been-
flowers
That's right.
for.
Yeah.
But offering to share,
You're saying that couch was better than the pull-out sofa.
100%.
Wow.
That says a
That's
lot.
bad.
100%. I pulled out that bed and I promptly put it back in. That's all I have to say about
All
that.
you have to say about
But
that.
shout out to the, what was the hotel?
Hyatt
House
The
at
Hyatt
Vanderbilt.
House at Vanderbilt.
right.
What was the room?
1026.
1026. There was a lady there, guys.
There was a woman working the desk who had to have been high.
It was the most insane check-in I think we've ever been a part of.
Ever.
Granted, we were sleep deprived.
At one point,
So
she
sleep deprived. That's why I thought it wasn't real.
she points out the window behind us and says, "Look, the magic school bus." To which we look around, and it's just a regular school bus.
It's just a school bus.
So we don't really respond.
And then I turn back around and she's like,
I don't know.
what?
I am uncertain of what happened.
It was wild out there.
I love the magic school
It
bus.
was a whirlwind trip.
I think we can all agree on that. Magic school bus.
Oh, yeah, Miss Frizzle.
Dope.
The Frizz
Dope.
knew school field trips.
Yeah, she did. That's one thing she knew.
Yeah.
They went on a lot of school trips.
Yeah.
The budget, out of this world.
Yeah. To be fair, you could do a lot with a shrinking school bus.
Yeah. There's a lot of places you can go.
Yeah.
Okay. Shrinking school bus. First place you would go. Where?
I would go.
Kill Hitler. Oh, no. I'm
it's
sorry.
not
That's
time travel.
machine. My bad. Excuse me. I misunderstood the assignment.
But I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, kill Hitler.
All right. And it's a clean sweep for killing Hitler. I think we can all agree on that one.
I think if you wouldn't, then you want Hitler to stay alive.
Yeah. Magic school bus, if you're not killing Hitler.
That's right.
Says a lot about the Frizz that she did.
That's right. Is that any relation to Cody Frizz?
Yeah. He's on the line.
Yeah, Cody, you there?
How you doing, guys?
Dude, you have the Big Dog episode of the week. First segment is where you're being brought up right now.
Yeah.
That means it's going to be a long week for all of us, Cody. How's it going?
It's going great, guys. How y'all doing out there?
Now, you were in what penitentiary at this point?
New York. It's different.
Newark?
New York.
New York?
New York.
New York.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, though.
How about the little button that's flashing green?
Yeah, I mean, it's not doing the audio, but we'll get it. We're at this
What's
point.
happening?
At this point, we're here and we're family.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're recording at 3 different places. We're good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
We have backup to the backup.
We are so cool.
We're so professional.
Sorry, Cody. I got concerned about what was happening.
New York.
Are you even trying, Cody?
Gotta go. 3 on 3. Chandler.
Chandler Bing.
Guys, we're in Summer Nights, which is the movies that air during the summer in usually the evening on Hallmark Channel. Hence, Summer Nights. This is our second one. I remember the first one.
We
was
all
great.
do. It was not. It's Hidden Gems.
Hidden
was
Gems.
so
That's right.
good.
That's
It's a bad
right.
movie.
Can you, if you were to remind me of what Hidden Gems was about, in a
The
simple way?
diving.
wing.
Yes. It's
So good.
You are correct.
Correct, sir. Yes.
Yeah, so we're in the second one, second of 4, and then Christmas in July is here. And to say that I'm excited about Christmas in July would be an understatement.
Yeah.
Because
3 new movies.
3 new movies.
Fun guests.
Fun guests.
Lots of announcements.
Yes.
Bramblefest right around the corner.
Yeah.
Coming off that high of Rama drama.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, what more could you ask for?
Here, the tough thing is that that crossover week, the last week of June, because you get on the Hallmark channel, you got that Ryan Pavey, Ashley Williams joint, but then also Christmas in July is kicking off. It's a lot going on that last week.
A lot happened.
Next week is the last week of Signed, Sealed, Delivered.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
What are we doing after that?
Well, it's Christmas in July.
Yeah, we're just gonna
So we're doing double Christmas?
double Christmas. Why you said it? Why'd you just
Looked like you were
crinkle
really
your
sad
nose?
about that.
Losing some friends.
Send
You're
me
losing-
love every day.
Send me on my way. Deliver me, deliver me. Yeah. So, also coming up, everybody, is everyone's favorite tradition
Bramblefest.
of Brand scrambling to finish the best of episodes.
You said it wasn't going to happen this year.
Well, here we are. Here we are.
I'm going to be out of town this week, so you got
I'm going to get a lot done this week. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. But the best of is coming out to split up into 2 weeks because there's over 200 and something episodes to fit into. So it's just, you can't do that. So
I always look forward to listening to
July through the end of December is all one episode, and then January.
I hope
through
I make
now.
it.
I think you'll make it a few times, buddy. I think you'll make it a few
That's good.
times. I think you'll make it a few times. Guys, you ready to talk about Hidden Caribbean?
Oh, yeah, let's hit on
it.
Hidden Caribbean.
It's Caribbean summer.
It is
Caribbean summer.
It's
Hidden
not
summer
It's
of the Caribbean.
Caribbean Gems.
Caribbean Gems.
Caribbean gems.
Caribbean summer.
Hidden Caribbean Gems Summer originally aired on June 11th, 2022, and it went a little something like this. Jade is a hotshot TV producer going through a real tough breakup with Eric. Eric, get away. She's producing an interview with a congresswoman. While doing that, she is texting her ex and accidentally, you know how sometimes you're like typing something and you like read that out loud, you don't really realize
Yeah.
it, or sometimes you're typing and you say the thing but you type. So
did it.
something like that happened where she says what she's thinking or texting out loud, and the reporter hears it in his earpiece, thinks that it's like a question or something he's supposed to say to the congresswoman. It's an embarrassing mess, to say the least. And her boss makes Jade take a leave of absence, so she has an idea to take a vacation to the Caribbean in the summer. The Caribbean summer. Bingo, bango, everyone. So she goes to this island, grabs the keys from under a mat, goes inside, rearranges the furniture for feng shui, which is something I do in every Airbnb, and she promptly goes to sleep. In the middle of the night, a guy comes looking for the keys, can't find them. So he goes through the window, falls in, bumps over something he's not used to because of the feng shui. She hears this, comes downstairs. They have a whole, well, who are you type of situation. And he's like, I actually live here. This is my house. I think you've been scammed. I don't rent out my place on the internet machine. So she stays the night, basically. And the next morning, she's like, I can't find an open room on the entire island. So he agrees to just let her stay at his place, which is a move. Guys, how would you handle
That's
that?
a move.
Would
It's
you
a move. It's a
I
move.
think we'd all do the same thing.
Yeah, I think you have to. He ends up getting people, getting stuff like dropped off to him. And she's like, what's going on with this guy? She follows him around, ends up joining him for a surprise party for a couple on the island. She tries to get to know him more, but he's kind of closed off. Speaking of closed off, everyone's mad that she's like always on the phone, so they keep like telling her to get lost with that thing. She sees him shirtless and she's like, yes, please. And I think we all are. She snaps a picture of him with his shirt on, mind you, and sends it to some friends at work. And they're like, let's get our reporter glasses on. This guy looks familiar. We can't place it though.
Who's that?
She works with those guys, man. I don't know. It's Johnny and Tassel. So she has a great meal with him. He invites her to be his +1 at a party, and they stands. She asks her assistant to do some digging on this guy because she's really starting to like him. Still feels like he looks kind of familiar, doesn't know what the deal is. So they discover that he was an assistant DA in New Jersey, which, if that's not bad enough, apparently he was involved in some sort of scandal. And we don't want any scandal. We don't want any pushback.
No.
I'll do a little push.
You want a little pushback?
You do. Interesting.
So they try to call her and tell her, but she's on a date with him. They go for a walk, and they kiss pretty dang mid-movie ones, if I do say so. She gets back, and she sees like a bunch of missed calls, so she calls back. And she finds out that he was a part of a scandal, some pushback. His side of the story is the only one to not have been hurt. This guy, this DA, is now running for governor. No one's heard this guy's story, and so he's just disappeared. So now she's like, I like this guy, but also I got one heck of a juicy scoop. What do I do? It's a juicy scoop. So they go on another date, and he starts to open up, and she's like, I know who you are. He freaks out about this and then comes clean about everything eventually, about how his mentor did some messed up stuff. He lost faith in everyone, lost faith in the system. Try to leave that whole life behind. She tries to convince him to do an interview, and he's like, this is what you wanted all along. But eventually he kind of comes around to the idea. Her boss finds out about the scoop, sends a crew down without telling her. And so now he's like, what? This is happening? So she is like, you know what? I think it's better if I just leave. So she leaves. She writes a note giving him the heads up that the people are here trying to track him down. He calls her and is like, I'll do an interview, but only if the interview's with you. And we see a little bit of that interview, and the people in the newsroom are hype. They're like, we got the scoop. We got the scoop. We got the scoop.
We got the scoop.
So he tells the truth, and they talk, and they agree that they're going to make this sucker work. And they kiss some more as the beaches and the sun sets. And that, my friends, was Caribbean Summer.
We did it.
That's exactly right, everybody. Let's take a quick break, a squick smidge break.
A squick smidgy is what you said.
Yeah.
And I did see Squick Smidgy live.
How were they?
And for a kids band, not bad. I mean, they were not really my thing. My kids.
It's weird that they were just playing triangles.
It's real. All triangle band.
All triangle all the time. I always say that. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on
Deck
the Hallmark. We're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're talking about Caribbean Summer, the blockbuster hit that came to a television near you on Saturday. And let's break it down. We're going to start with a hot take, which is where we share exactly how we felt about this movie. We do not hold back. And there's one guy who has held back nothing over the past 4 years.
Yep, that's true.
His name is Panda. Panda, don't start now.
Can't.
Give me your hot take.
Guys, you hit the nail on the head, blockbuster. This is a great movie. And it's a great movie. It's a great movie. And it's great for a variety of reasons. First of all, you've got insanely good-looking people.
Bingo.
This movie, everyone's attractive in this movie.
I said
ridiculous.
it in the previous episode.
Holy smokes. In the preview episode.
Yeah.
You weren't lying, Dan. Good heavens. You have a beautiful location. They do some really fun things with some of the camera work even. There's that zoom out, which was kind of cool.
I thought was going to last the whole movie.
Yeah. No, they really zoom. They zoom out.
No one was messing with that.
Hold.
But can I say this? I'm glad they zoomed out as much as they did. I'm grateful for that.
How far back to people so people know we're on location? Farther.
I think they go farther. Yeah. It's kind of like the zoom out of that one movie we saw.
The end of The Beguiled.
The Beguiled.
Oh my god.
The ending of The Beguiled is still zooming out
zoom
somewhere.
Out is still going on somewhere.
Is
That
unreal.
was a slow zoom.
That was a slow
this
zoom.
Is just like a pop.
And it was great. The plot was interesting. I thought that it's a really good story there. His background is actually legitimately interesting. It's not one of those corny, like, cheesy past things where it's really not that big of a deal that they're running from. This is a legitimate thing he's running from, and I appreciate that. Yeah, and they had real chemistry, real flair. So yeah, love this movie.
Real flair.
Real flair.
That's not the word you meant.
Was
Oh, it was.
Really, real chemistry, real
flair.
Okay.
Zing.
Zing, if you will.
I don't know what you want
Had some
from me.
pop.
Oh man, steamy. 2 thumbs up.
Better than Hidden Gems, which
Yes.
you love.
Yeah, and I did like Hidden Gems. Could not remember it, but I don't remember a lot of things. So
Yeah, that's fair.
There you go. Yeah, I think this is a better movie than that.
Better than Hidden Gems. I would agree with that 100%. So we say often that these movies come down to who the leads are oftentimes.
Often do we
And
say it?
We do often say it.
We say often.
Oftentimes we say
Oftentimes
this.
around here.
Oftenly. And this movie is no exception to that often said rule. These two leads are dynamite together. You feel it, you love it, you want it, they got it. And I enjoyed watching them act together. What also happens to be, again, I don't know what is going on with these networks because, guys, this is a mystery. We got ourselves a mystery afoot, don't we? And
Like Bobby's mom from Bobby's World.
and I liked it. I mean, we took a little while to get to that mystery, but we got there. And once we were getting there, we got it. And I really liked it. And yeah, I thought this was like just a fun movie with two great leads and a fun little mystery. And we got a nice kiss mid-movie. We got some good shots. We got all just a hodgepodge beluga of accents. What more do you want? I liked it a lot. Dano?
So I don't think it's, and this is me, this is a problem. I don't think it's possible for me to like a Hallmark Channel summer movie. I think we're so far removed from Christmas that I just come in and I'm like, I try to give every movie a fair shot, but like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, I think flaws are the most open in the summer. I think even you guys would agree with the fact that the summer movies are the hardest.
Well, we're a little bit
I
more
would actually say
exposed.
spring is a little bit more difficult.
But last year we all said the summer.
Summers were the worst.
And the previous years, summer movies have typically been.
But think about it
Except
also.
we've had some good ones,
Yeah.
like the Texas barbecue one.
Okay.
But think about also summer in the real world.
Yeah.
We're a little bit more exposed. We wear less clothes. We feel a little bit more insecure.
I say all that to say this.
We're vulnerable.
I would.
I'm very white. I hope I don't blind people. Stuff like that, which I think kind of correlates to these movies.
Panda's legs are looking real tan today. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tanda.
I don't. And I wouldn't say that I like this movie. Having said that, since they both mentioned it, I'm going to say their names: Heather Hemmons, Sir Darius Blaine.
That's David Blaine's brother.
It's crazy. And they're pure magic, speaking of which.
Yeah.
Hemmons and Blaine are a smoke show in this movie. Like,
They'll also get you out of any sort of fender bender.
Hemmons and Blaine, that
Call
firm
them.
has helped me.
777
If
Fender.
you're injured at work, you want to call Hemmons and Blaine. The chemistry is off the charts between these two. The location is fantastic in this movie, and they showcase that. There's a mystery component that isn't bad. Do I want to watch it again? No. Was it miles better than Hidden Gems? Yes. I thought for sure at least one of you was going to be like, no, Hidden Gems is better because you were very high on that movie. No way, Jose. It's probably the best summer movie I've seen in a while. Yeah, I wouldn't watch it again. It would not
This
make
is up
any
towards-
top
this isn't
list
the
of mine.
Pearl in Paradise?
But this isn't, no. Lord, no.
But
this
it's
is
coming in that range.
Pearl in Paradise is if we're calling that a summer movie,
It is.
I've been too hard on that movie. That's easily the best summer movie. You got Palaha, Wagner, Fiji, mystery, forget it.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is in the upper echelon of
It's two.
the year.
Your commitment to saying the word echelon and not knowing how to say it is unparalleled.
It's echelon.
You should call
This is
Hemmons
in
and
the
Blaine.
this
They can straighten you
is
out.
this is in the upper echelon of movies for this year.
It's echelon. It's echelon. For this year, yeah, I would
I
say
mean, we'll
so.
do another ranking episode
Duh.
because
That's probably the week, the middle week there before Christmas in July, isn't it? Or no?
no, summer's not done yet.
JK.
We might have to do it during Christmas in July, I guess. I don't
Why
know.
wouldn't we?
Well, but no, we got the Christmas in July movies. It might have to be at the end of July to
What are we
close
gonna do
out
with those
July.
Christmas in July movies? Are they included in the ranking?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, come
getting
on.
real.
What? They're
Come
movies. They're
on.
new movies that came
They're
out this year.
lies.
New movies,
They're
new
all
movies.
going to win.
They're
They are
lies.
lies. They are lies. They're lies.
That's not necessarily true. If Corbin Blue sings, though, look the frick out, man. You kidding me? Get your head in the game, baby. Let's do all the feels. Panda?
So this is a weird one that might just be unique to me, but
Probably.
when she was at the spa, I got spa feels. Hear me out. It gave me ASMR. I got tingles in the brain. I've never had that happen during a movie. My brain tingled. It was a
You've
good
never
one.
had it happen in a movie before.
Never had it happen. In
Oh,
a
wow.
movie. First time that ever happened to me.
You got tingles?
Tingles in the brain. And also their kiss is pretty hot too. But the spa. The
The way you
first
said that made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
was real hot.
I
Enjoyed watching that. It was good. Thank you.
So you guys know me by now. I'm not a Heat boy. I don't even like the Miami Heat. Go Magic. But if I was on a beach, my preferred way to do a nice like beach date would be a private island. You take a boat out there with your significant other and you just eat stuff. You have people there that are like bringing you food, but you're on an
Yeah.
island by
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
I like that a lot. I could do that any day of the week. Dan?
The feels for this movie is the kiss. I think that mid-movie kiss was that's the kiss of the year so far.
Yeah, it was tasty.
There was one kiss of the year a few weeks ago.
Good. Are you all right? Are you going to make it?
Yeah, dude, I'm good, man.
Yeah. This kiss was significantly
Yeah.
better than
Yeah.
than
No. That was
most
the kiss
kisses.
in the rain.
Oh, yeah, the kiss in the rain with Rip Van
Rip
Winkle.
in Time.
Rip in
Yeah.
Time.
Okay,
buddy.
this is the best Hallmark Channel kiss.
Okay.
Rip in Time is better, but this is the next best. That the kiss was great. That was easily my feels for this movie. Not even close.
Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with the Wait What here on.
Deck the Hallmark.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh,
We're talking
man.
about Caribbean Summer, the movie we watched. Let's go with the Wait What. Panda, while you're watching this, did anything stick out to you
Stick out.
that made you go, wait, what?
I don't have a lot. I got to be honest.
There's not a lot, but there's one thing that the lead character, what's her name in this? Jade. Jade. She does something that is maddening to me on a repeated basis, which is have her phone off silent at the most inopportune times.
Have her phone off silent.
Off silent.
Like have it on ring.
Yeah, it's on ring.
I was seeing Hamilton Friday night, and that Greenville woman in the row behind me.
You're kidding me.
She had to be probably, I don't know, right around 60. Has a ringtone. Goes off, opens the phone up, ringtone again. It was a full 90
You're
seconds.
kidding me.
Just turn the phone off.
During
lady.
what song?
It was in the
Was it
second
Wait For It?
act. It was right after, no, it was right after What Did I Miss? So that's the opening number of the second act. The second song, which I believe is about the beginning of his affair. So it was that one. How do I say no to this? I think it was that one.
Oh my god.
I say no to this.
No, the one right after What Did I Miss is the rap battle. It was during yeah.
How do you say no to this? You just put your phone on
Put
silent,
it-
baby.
Just turn it off.
What was the ringtone?
Oh, I couldn't hear, but it was a song. It was brutal.
Yeah, it was.
And somebody was like whispering,
That's
trying to
awful.
help her in Hamilton. Oh my goodness.
I
was-
can't believe. Don't
was
they
not-
like repeatedly tell you to?
Oh yeah, the dude next to me, his daughter was one of the performers. She was one
Oh.
of the dancers,
Wow.
and he looked like he was going to blow a fuse.
Oh my gosh.
He looked like he started twitching. He looked back several times.
Oh,
And I was like, I kind of looked at him like, I looked like, I think we could take her.
That's horrible.
It was bad.
Well, she's
Yeah.
doing something similar in this movie.
Yes,
there,
exactly. Yeah.
As she's literally running a production, her text messages are coming in, just ding, ding,
Yeah.
and then as she's trying to sneakily take a picture of a guy, it's literally the photo sound. Click.
Yeah.
Like that ruins the whole
Can you
point.
do that again?
Click.
I want your click as my phone's camera.
Click.
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 Let's see. Gabby, one of the girls in the newsroom, pulls an obscure file in seconds and brings it back out. She was like, "Hey, can
Yeah.
you pull me that
Yeah.
file for me?" And she
No
comes
problem.
out in 5 seconds.
No
Like
problem.
she's like, "You got it, chief."
You got it. Easy peasy.
Also, I just want last thing I've got is the news break. I have a lot of questions when they finally break the story on this. I am confused. Is this something where they interrupt the daily programming during the day to break this news story, or is this like a headline news? Because all that happens is the interview takes place and then they cut and the whole thing ends. Like, that's it. So I want to know, like, what's happening.
My
with
biggest
that?
problem, my biggest wait what for the movie is that this story seems to be in a weird nebulous of not big enough and not smart. Like, the story's big because it's going to keep somebody from winning the governorship.
Right, that's huge.
But the problem is the whole movie, he's not recognizable because he doesn't have a beard. So this guy is not famous enough to remember, but the story is important enough to not forget.
Yep.
And it puts us in a perfect position to write a Hallmark movie about it, but not in a realistic position for anything else.
Yeah.
And so I had a problem with some of that because it just didn't feel heavy.
I know. I could see he's an assistant.
I don't know if you. I don't think you interrupt scheduled broadcasting for. I guess that maybe that's what the Hallmark is. What kind of news channel is this?
I don't. Is it
24/7?
Is it national? I don't know. Is it national or
is
is
it New Jersey race, right?
Yeah.
Is it just a New Jersey station?
If it's a New Jersey station, they are not interrupting.
It's a national station.
They're not interrupting Jerry Springer to tell you that.
This becomes
story.
the commercial. We found such and such.
Right.
See what he says at 8
yeah,
tonight.
exactly. That's what's happening.
They don't break in live. It's not
No,
like
you don't do that.
Mueller's testifying before the Supreme Court.
Although, if that were to ever happen, it would be unfortunate if we
If
were
we
ever
had a
scheduled
cooking show
a
on
cooking
Good
segment
Morning
on that.
America.
Well, that ended up really mattering too.
Our cooking show is fire too.
It was,
It was so good.
It was
That's
great.
probably the best we've ever done on Good Morning America.
I mean, it's shaky pan hands
Shaky
too.
pan hand.
Oh man, I crushed it.
you absolutely
Lara
did.
just stopped you cold. All right, that's enough.
All right.
I have a few. I know she's, when you do something every day, you're doing it and like you're texting and you're working, but you can multitask. I don't know. Like, I think there are some people that you wouldn't be texting during producing a segment for. And one of those is a congresswoman, right? Like interviewing a Tina who has a lemonade stand that's crushing it.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
text during
You
that
can
one.
text during that.
A congresswoman?
That's a lot.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe someone who works
your phone on silent
who
there.
works in news can tell me that
put
they're
your phone on
always
silent there.
always texting their ex-boyfriends during that. And I know that was the whole reason why like she needed to take a break anyways. Like clearly she's having a tough time. But like there's like this weird confusion of like how good she is at her job, like how much of a professional she is. I don't know. I was very confused as to like how good she actually was.
She's not.
I'm confused
Good at her
that
job.
I'm
Wait, what? Okay. What?
She's not good at her
How
job.
do you even know that?
First, well, it's brand segments.
No, okay, fine. We'll talk about this.
Yeah. What points to her having success aside from them saying she has success?
Well, you don't. That's all I need.
Yeah.
You take people at their word. Dave.
That's right. Read the Bible.
Good. Read the Bible.
I'm also confused as to like how like rich she is with money. Because
with money.
she has
Not with talent or the Holy Spirit, with money.
She has like multiple assistants that like book her an Airbnb on an island
Yeah.
that. But like when she gets there, she's like committed to only eating frozen dinners.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
don't know like
Yeah.
what is she? What is she? How much money does she have? I don't know. There's nothing wrong with frozen dinners, but when I go on vacation,
I ain't eating frozen
I'm
dinners.
not eating frozen dinners.
And we do podcasting for a living.
yeah. I'm just confused as to
Yeah.
that. This is probably more of what the Hallmark, but like why does he leave his keys under the mat?
It's like just an island in the middle of nowhere.
I know, but like don't lock your doors. If that's your thing, like if the island's safe, just don't lock your doors. Like, why do you keep your keys under your mat?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just an interesting life to live. The fact that everything on this island was booked, everything was booked. That's fun times. That's all I got, Dan.
You touched on two of mine. One is, we've done enough TV to where we've had producers in our ear before. Mm-hmm. What is the point of the professional journalist that's interviewing this woman if she is full Cyrano de Bergerac back there asking every question, like during that interview, like she is the one that, and this may have changed because we got an early screener. Did you watch the screener? Or did you watch it?
I watched the screener.
Okay. We don't ever get to see the congresswoman or whomever, and they say they're going
see
to
her for a split second.
add it in later. They see it very briefly, but she is asking every question. He's basically just repeating what she says, like she can't give the interview herself. And I've just not heard of that. Like a producer can be like, "Hey, we need to hear about this," but she's conducting the interview.
Most interviews are like pre-planned. I don't know how regular it is. Like I'm adding that, like how there must, the only thing I could figure is this guy gave an answer that was so off script, that was so like out of the box that we're going to throw out the questions that we have and we're going to go off.
That's
off
a good
script.
what the Hallmark.
But
like,
this
what
interview,
was that interview he gave?
This journalist is basically Ron Burgundy. Like all he can do is repeat what's been given to him. Like that's someone that's really bad at their job. And then I don't know how rich she is. She has 2 assistants, but when she leaves, the boss of the company looks at those 2 assistants and says, "Hey, she's on vacation. You're not. Get back to work." What's their job?
Yeah.
She's gone. What are they doing all day if they're her assistants? She's eating frozen dinner. That's weird. But also, I'm just very, very confused as to what company this is she booked through. I mean, if you're an assistant booking something for someone very rich, you're not going to go to like Steve's Rentals and book a place on an island. Like, how did you get scammed this bad? I know that sounds like what the Hallmark, but there's a reason that Airbnb works. It's because it's incredibly like well verified to where you don't have a Craigslist situation. Like that portion of this was the hardest portion to believe in the whole movie.
My what the Hallmark is that whole scam.
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
What's the scam?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
How does you paid all up front and
I have a theory that's an inside
Brand
job.
got had again on a YouTube channel.
I have a theory that it's an inside job because of the fact that they have the instructions that the keys are under the mat. That means it's somebody that knows him, unless literally everybody on this island leaves their keys under their mat. That's a very specific thing. This house, keys under mat.
Yeah.
That's what the Hallmark
It's an inside
is.
job.
Like, exactly. Exactly.
Inside job.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
At all. None at all. Also, I know a lot of people hold their laptops a lot of different ways. I've never seen someone hold it down have it sitting on the bed near their shins and literally reach the entire length of their body to type an email.
Whatever keeps you out of the chiropractor's office.
That is what she's doing in this movie. Her feet are propped
up.
up. Why is this way over here, by the way? Move your foot. Move your foot. Dadgummit.
I don't do anything you tell me to do.
That's right, clearly. She's got her feet like this, and she's got the laptop out here all the way down by her feet, and she's leaning all the way down to her feet to type, which is just absurd. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all why she would do that. And then, what's wrong? Are you okay? You doing it? You gonna make it?
I'm good.
Okay, great.
I'm doing great.
All right,
How
good.
are you doing?
And then lastly,
But this seems like an overcorrection.
you gotta do what you gotta do. If Panda would have just listened, I feel like we could have.
Okay.
Are we good? Are we all on the same
Are
page?
you good?
I'm great.
You panda?
Whatever.
And then lastly, this one's just more of a relationship thing. They are dating. They're dating in this movie. Like, it's not like, they have kissed. They have gone on 2 dates. He's asked her for a third. You got to come clean before you do. You know she's a journalist. You know this. You can't sit around all movie and go, hope she doesn't find out. What's your plan? Like, that should have been early on. Hey, we kissed. We're dating. You need to know this about me. You need to know this information right now, because all of that misunderstanding, like Brand said it while we were watching the movie, I don't blame him. I don't blame how he reacted, but he should have told her way up front. Hey,
I don't know about that.
it's 3 dates in. We kissed. We're getting serious. Because what are the alternatives? The relationship continues to build and grow and becomes something really, really serious, and now you got a problem. Or it goes awry, and then what happens? She's got all the fuel she needs on him.
But I would also say the third option is that it's just a little Caribbean fling. She's there on vacation. They hook
Caribbean
up for
fling.
a little bit. And then she leaves, and they just kind of naturally drift apart. He doesn't have to divulge anything. And
they've gone past fling. They're doing house parties. They're not just going. This is not fling. We've passed fling territory.
yeah, well,
We've passed.
Not paying his flings, apparently.
Panda is serious about his fling.
I
Panda's
lived
like-
large my week of summer camp.
Panda's like, this is just like any
That's right.
other fling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I do think you probably should have told her at some point, but at the same time, it's like I've only, at this point I'm a townie, right? Like these are my people. Like I don't. What if I tell them everybody? I think his fear is I tell her, and then the news gets out, and my island that I care very much about that has protected me is now.
But the island already has an idea who he is.
The island
know.
knows.
Yes.
Yes.
They've
What
all
I'm
agreed-
saying is
they have
he's
clearly
worried.
on it. That's my what the Hallmark.
He's worried
Like,
that I tell her, and then the island. I think he's more concerned about the island being ruined by reporters
What
coming
I'm
in.
saying is he has to tell her to keep that from happening. He's got to be like, hey, we're into this now.
I can tell you one easy way to get around this, and it's to kiss dating goodbye.
Ooh, yeah,
So true.
that's
Amen.
right. You said it.
Amen.
Preach.
It's time for What the Hallmark. It's the part of the show we wonder what could have been, maybe having some kind of questions we still have. We've touched on some, but Panda, do you have any more that you can kind of bring to the table?
Yeah, I mean, I want to know more about this little restaurant where it's literally in the middle of nowhere, and they are just like it's just a single table, and they're serving food. Like
There's only one table.
there's only one table.
Oh, I didn't know there was only one table.
Did you see more tables?
I thought it was bigger than that, but I could very well be wrong. I can't say
That just doesn't seem sustainable to me.
No, not at all.
I mean, I would open up my house. Anyone can come on over. I'll serve you goldfish crackers.
Amen.
Come on over.
We got some crackers for you, by the way.
Oh,
we do.
really? That's delightful.
Mine is when they pull up to the island, there's a lady there holding juices. Like they pull up and shit, like they get close and she's holding it. How long was she holding the juices like that?
She
Like,
probably
with tray.
not long. Probably not.
Just ready
Hold
to
him
go.
a while. She was out there.
I mean,
Ready.
at what, like, so
Maybe the driver called him. I don't know. That's a
we're
weird
coming. Do you see him in the distance, Jeff Moore, and you put him on and then you're ready to go? How long is that?
So I had a friend. This is weird that this came up. So I had a friend who went
So
to Mexico on an all-inclusive
Yep.
vacation, and when they got off of the
They always give
plane,
you a drink.
They give you like champagne or
At
or
the
drink or
resort.
something like that. Yeah.
Always.
So I don't know. They can't. They probably have it down to a science.
The
right?
thing with the resorts is that they see you coming in. They're massive, big buildings, and so the check-in's way down there, and so they have somebody next to the drink station who's just there. People are coming in all the time. This was a very small room, and there's just a woman out there standing. However, if she knows their arrival time, I mean, she could make it work, I guess.
You make it work.
Yeah.
Dan?
How long? Do we ever find out how long he'd been on the island? Because
a couple years.
I felt like this entire town or island agreeing not only to keep this guy's secret but to just battle for him like they're one of his own is one of my favorite parts of the movie, but also just impressive. How do they all know not to tell anybody his real name, not to blah blah blah? Did he have any connection ahead of time? Why did he decide to go there? It just seemed like this is something that he had to plan from the
Well, I think
very
once
beginning.
once he decided to integrate into the island, start a business, begin to help the economy of the island. I think at that point you come to some sort of meeting and you're like, guys, here's the deal. I want to become a part of this island. You need to know this about me. Help a brother out.
So
situation.
everybody that works at every market is in.
we're all in.
Upset about
Want to
it.
hear your family?
What was his friend or cousin or brother who's the
Yeah,
business partner.
I don't know what the relation is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the relation is, but I got the feeling that he probably had some sway over the island because he was a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Big deal moneymaker.
Here's a notary.
We did it, everybody. Congratulations, Caribbean Nights Summer. Caribbean Summer.
You got it.
Caribbean night.
To hats off to you, pal. It's time for the Double Decker of the Week. This is where we talk about somebody who signed up for Brainwell Gym Plus, and Panda does the deep dive.
It's Julie Weimar.
Wow.
Julie Weimar.
Man, Julie. I'm so honored that I got a chance to deep dive into Julie's backstory.
Sounds good already.
Because Julie's a gem. Not a hidden one either. Just out there shining.
Just out there shining, shine bright like a diamond.
Well, that was good.
Wow. Mariana, I know.
Now, as I was Googling, I was doing the Googles, I saw that Julie has set up a little shop up in Maine. So I went up there. I went
up to Maine?
I went
Oh,
up into
wow.
Maine. Just a little.
I love Maine.
And,
Quick trip.
And she's selling lobster tails up there real cheap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, real cheap, like just a couple bucks.
Why are they so cheap?
Well, when I went up there and I ordered some, she started just telling me a story about lobsters. It was great. It was fantastic. It was the best story I've ever heard.
It's a lobster tail.
It was real good.
So she charges $2 and tells you a story about a
How long
lobster.
are these stories?
Well, mine was about 5 minutes. It was worth every penny.
Wow.
It was great.
What was the story?
Well, she started off, she told me that there was these two little lobsters, and she started acting it out, too.
Oh.
She has like
Ooh,
little
wow,
puppets.
she's got puppets?
Little puppets that
Man,
come
this is
on
a great
out.
business.
And she was just, she was just telling me about these little crustaceans. They were coming up and just clip, 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 and chomp, chomp, and then
Cluck, cluck. Is it a chicken lobster?
well, no, clip, 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 with the little clips.
Okay.
And the little chomp, chomp with the little,
With the clip, clip, clip,
chomp,
and a chomp, chomp, chomp.
And so
Here,
there was a singing portion of it. It was worth it.
Yeah,
It was great. It
That
was
sounds
delightful.
great, and you can find this in Maine.
Maine, but she's branching out.
Can
Yeah,
you
yeah.
order a tail online?
Yeah, you can.
Wow.
She-
Get an
she'll
MP3
email it
file?
to you.
Or, wow,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Well, she's gone to MP4.
Oh, wow,
It's,
fantastic.
the sound robust.
Great. I love that. That's fantastic. Thank you, Julie.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your tails. We're going to be back tomorrow with some more. Until then, may we be the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast. It's presented by Philo TV. It's produced by Brandon Gray and recorded live in, Greenville, South Carolina. Set decor is by Plum at Haywood Mall. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on Bramble Jam Podcast Network, you can go to bramblejampodcast.com.